For economic growth, our GDP growth in the third quarter 2014, 5.01%, slightly lower than second quarter of 5.12% year-on-year. Our recent moderating growth has been in line with our policy priority, which is economic stabilization, at least in the short term. In general, this softening growth acceleration was caused by both external and internal factors. As we all understand, global growth still possesses some downside risks. Weak global demand, U.S. monetary policy change expectation, and China's effort in restructuring its economic structure are some of the main external factors affecting our growth projection. From the domestic side, the profile of our trade balance and current account needs to be improved, even through some structural reform. The good thing is that even with growth slowdown, both our unemployment rate and poverty rate have been declining. Now, for unemployment rate around 5.94% and poverty rate 11.25%. We also have another positive indicator coming from our strong investment performance. As of third quarter this year, direct investment reached around 109.9 trillion rupiah, 19.3% growth year-on-year, with FDI increased by 16.9% year-on-year. Quarterly investment rate has seen a consistent increase since 2011, underlining high investor confidence in Indonesia. We are pretty confident that this favorable development will continue. For 2015, the world economic outlook, together with global demand in general, will show some quite significant improvement, even though still with some risks. This will in turn have positive impact on our economy through both trade channel or higher export and investment channel or increased FDI. Domestically, with a much bigger fiscal space coming from both fuel subsidy reallocation and saving from the budget cut of unnecessary expenditures, the government can further accelerate the infrastructure development agenda. So we believe 2015 economic growth can be improved to around 5.8%. In the last part of my speech, I would like to share with you our short-term priorities on fiscal area. Following the fuel subsidy reform, further improvement of our current account profile will continue to be one of our main focus. The Indonesian balance of payments so far has been gradually recovering, although some risks are still present. The BOP improvement in the third quarter of 2014 was primarily driven by lower current account deficit, which is only now $6.8 billion or 3.07% of GDP, down from the deficit in the second quarter of 2014, around 4.07% of GDP. The non-oil trade enders record some surplus, which is in line with the fall of imports as a result of economic slowdown. On the other hand, the combination of the U.S. economic recovery and our recent rupiah depreciation has made our manufacturing export increase, especially to the U.S. In addition, the capital and financial account also showed large surplus, supported by surge FDI inflows that in line with investors' positive perception and confidence toward Indonesian economy. Portfolio investment also have remained strong throughout 2014 as the economic fundamentals of Indonesia have been attracting foreign investors into the country. Going forward, we are quite optimistic that the profile of current account will continue to improve. On fiscal side, we will provide fiscal incentive for industries that produce intermediate goods, fiscal incentive for reinvesting dividend, and strengthening reinsurance industry as well as local shipping industry. We also have started with the subsidized fuel price hike, and then it will be followed soon by other structural reform such as more massive infrastructure development, business climate improvement, better training and education to enhance productivity, and etc. All of those can be done with, among others, better fiscal support. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, I would like to reiterate that despite some pressure and challenges overall, the Indonesian economy remains solid. I would like to emphasize that maintaining sound and prudent fiscal policy will always be our priority to support a sustainable yet equitable economic growth. We are currently working on the new political momentum with the new government in place. It is our commitment, as directed by our President, to work seriously and deliver concrete results. I strongly believe over the next 5 years, reform will be even further pushed to make Indonesia an even more attractive destination for both domestic and international investors. Thank you very much for your attention and wish all of you a productive and fruitful discussion. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.